Welcome to the Astana Times YouTube channel. I'm Aida Haidar, and in today's broadcast, we'll explore the latest news in Kazakhstan. Let's dive into it. The second Central Asia-China summit concluded on June 17th in Astana with a major breakthrough in regional diplomacy. Leaders from the 5 Central Asian nations and China signed the Treaty on Eternal Good-Neighborliness, Friendship and Cooperation, marking a significant step toward deepening mutual trust and strategic cooperation among the 6 countries. The summit set new benchmarks for advancing political and economic relations. It also outlined fresh approaches to expanding comprehensive cooperation, including deepening trade, strengthening centuries-old ties, adopting a biennial-themed initiative, increasing the number of sister cities, and enhancing collaboration on international platforms. Welcoming the heads of state to Astana, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev emphasized that Central Asia and China have now reached the level of what he called an eternal strategic partnership. According to Tokayev, the combined gross domestic product of the Central Asian region is nearing the $500 billion mark. Over the past 5 years, intra-regional trade has surpassed $10 billion. In 2024 alone, China accounted for nearly 40% of Central Asia's total foreign trade, amounting to a record $95 billion. Kazakhstan alone contributed nearly $44 billion to that figure. Currently, nearly 5,000 enterprises with Chinese capital are operating in Kazakhstan. Total Chinese investment in the country has exceeded $26 billion. Tokayev highlighted the importance of establishing more joint ventures with China, expanding the range of goods, and increasing exports of high-demand products. Since the first China-Central Asia summit held in Xi'an in 2023, trade between China and the Central Asian states has surged by 35%, reaching a historic high of nearly $100 billion last year. The number of joint ventures and collaborative projects has also exceeded 10,000, reflecting the rapid expansion of economic ties across the region. Chinese President Xi Jinping took part in the high-level talks, stating that a comprehensive framework of cooperation in the China-Central Asia format has now been established. President Xi announced that China will provide a grant of 1.5 billion yuan, approximately $208 million this year to support key projects aimed to improving public welfare and promoting development goals across the 5 Central Asian nations. He noted that China and the Central Asian countries have jointly developed what he called the China-Central Asia spirit, defined by mutual respect, trust, benefit, assistance, and a shared pursuit of modernization through high-quality development. Regional and global security issues also featured prominently on the summit agenda. Xi affirmed China's support for efforts by Central Asian countries to modernize their law enforcement and security sectors. He pledged assistance in combating terrorism, tackling transnational organized crime, and strengthening cybersecurity. Xi also voiced support for Central Asia's growing role in international affairs, stating that China stands ready to work with all partners to promote international justice in the post-hegemonism and power politics. Ahead of the summit, Kazakhstan and China signed a series of landmark agreements on June 16th during the China-Central Asia Industrial and Investment Cooperation Forum. A total of 58 agreements were signed with a combined value approaching $25 billion. These deals span multiple sectors and are expected to significantly enhance bilateral industrial and investment cooperation. Among the key initiatives are major agricultural projects. A deep corn processing plant is set to be built in Kazakhstan's Zhambul region, while construction of a high-tech wheat processing facility is scheduled to begin this month in the Akmola region. As tensions escalate in the Middle East, Kazakhstan has launched emergency evacuation efforts to ensure the safety of its citizens abroad. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, 109 Kazakh nationals have been successfully evacuated from Iran. Of those evacuated, 89 individuals transited through Turkmenistan, while 20 others made their way out via Azerbaijan. The complex operation was coordinated by Kazakh diplomats and supported by local authorities in all 3 countries. countries. Kazakhstan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed its appreciation to the governments of Iran, Turkmenistan, and Azerbaijan for their constructive cooperation throughout the process. Diplomatic teams on the ground provided legal and logistical assistance to ensure a safe and orderly evacuation. Over 200 individual requests for assistance were handled, and Kazakh officials maintained continuous communication with citizens across Iran to coordinate their departure. With the Iran evacuation now largely completed, the ministry's focus has shifted to evacuating Kazakh citizens from Israel, where the security situation also remains volatile. Ensuring the safety, rights, and well-being of Kazakh nationals abroad continues to be a top foreign policy priority, according to the ministry's latest statement. In a region marked by uncertainty, Kazakhstan diplomatic service is moving swiftly to respond to unfolding crises and protect its citizens wherever they may be. Kazakhstan and the European Union reaffirmed their shared commitment to advancing environmental sustainability during the 17th meeting of the Kazakhstan's EU Dialogue Platform held on June 19th and chaired by Prime Minister Olzhas Bektenov. According to the Prime Minister's press service, the meeting focused on joint efforts in water management, the transition to a circular economy, and the adoption of advanced environmental technologies. Addressing participants, Prime Minister Bektenov emphasized the need for specific results-oriented projects and called for deepening cooperation with the EU, particularly in the area of water use. He stressed that rational and efficient use of water resources has become a national priority for Kazakhstan amid mounting pressure on the country's water balance. In this context, Kazakhstan is currently implementing a new national concept for water resources management. The strategy focuses on modernizing infrastructure, improving agricultural practices, and enhancing the efficiency of the water sector overall. Kazakhstan has also made notable progress in waste management. Over the past decade, waste recycling rates have grown from just 1% to 25%. The country now aims to reach 40% recycling by 2030. The EU expressed its readiness to support Kazakhstan's major environmental initiatives and encouraged the country to participate in Horizon Europe, the EU's flagship research and innovation program. Germany pledged to expand cooperation under the Green Central Asia initiative, which includes work on transboundary river management, climate risk prevention, and organizing a business mission of German water management companies to Kazakhstan. Finland presented its ongoing wastewater treatment projects in Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, the Netherlands proposed building a large-scale desalination plant in Aktau with a planned daily capacity of up to 150,000 cubic meters. The Dutch side also suggested developing an early warning system for floods. European companies use the platform to showcase a wide range of solutions, from water reuse technologies and loss reduction systems to digital platforms for resource monitoring, localized production facilities, technical service centers, and mathematical modeling tools for water treatment plants. And here's something to leave you with. In an exclusive interview with the Astana Times, OCE chairperson in office and Finland's foreign minister Elina Valtonen shares her vision for the future of the OCE, Finland's priorities during its chairpersonship, and Kazakhstan's growing role in promoting regional stability. She also commends Kazakhstan's active engagement in the OCE, its ambitious reform agenda, and the potential for stronger bilateral ties between Finland and Kazakhstan. You can watch the full interview now on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay sharp with the Astana Times.